This is Dabu7, and I wasn't going to do a story on this Japanese hostage thing because every time we do, anybody out here wants to do a good video on it, exposing it for what it is, they get flagged and they get brought down, and people's channels get dismantled for telling the truth. Well, wouldn't you know, Fox News brings on an expert, and I'm going to let you listen for yourself. So it's no longer us here on YouTube saying that these are faked video clips. You got that right? Faked. Listen to what they say. And I want you to pay attention to this woman's last words as she says all of these events were put together in a certain location, and she goes in depth. Listen for yourself.
Well, Martha, this is believed to be the first time ISIS has made a direct demand to a foreign government and the first time two hostages have been seen in the same video. On its face, the U.S. intelligence community says ISIS has followed through on its threats in the past, and there's no expectation that this time will be different. But the tape itself is drawing new scrutiny from outside analysts who believe it was altered and perhaps filmed in a studio where the background could be changed using what's called a green screen. These analysts point to apparent discrepancies, such as the jumpsuit of one of the hostages flutters in the breeze, but no wind is actually heard on the soundtrack. ISIS has a very deep media production arm and control of half a dozen TV stations in Iraq and Syria. And this recent video from the British hostage John Cantley was shot in a studio, and the movement of his eyes and the length of his lectures all suggest that he was actually using a teleprompter. The U.S. intelligence community believes all of these videos, including the video of the Japanese hostages, were all shot near the stronghold of Raqqa, Syria, Martha.
You hear that? All shot in this stronghold. This is on Fox. Anytime we want to say anything like this out here, they want to tear the video down. So I'm going to test it. And I'm going to go out here and do it because every other video I've ever done exposing this has been attacked. There's been channels out here really dismantled. Everything people have put years into doing, they've lost trying to report and cover these stories, showing what they are. In here, you hear it from the horse's mouth that they were using green screen and teleprompters. So we'll see what happens to this video. No reason why it should come down. There was no reason why the other should come down either, because I never showed any gruesome neck cutting or anything like that. Just like I edited the France shooting, didn't even show the shot at the guy's head, but they took it down. Yet you can see the whole thing out there on other channels. So this is going to serve as an example of this whole thing, of how we get attacked here. Our videos get brought down when we talk about this. And here it is on the mainstream media. And we'll see what happens with it. But don't forget it, because from here on out, when I'm referring to this, this is what I mean. That the mainstream media has admitted through Fox News and their experts right here that all of this is green screen and teleprompter. You got that? And, I know most of you already know this, but this would go a long way for the sheep, or for the people out there just waking up that need to see this. Right? Well, I'm not so sure that we're going to see many more of these type of events now that they're exposing it themselves in the mainstream. That means they're going to have to switch gears when it comes to their propaganda. I'll leave a link. Eyes open.